Okay. Are you ready?
All right, we're back. UnScriptedRx. Default. Spawn Vicious.
Yeah.
Nard the Madman.
Yeah.
Keys. Special guest right here, sir and ladies. Black
and
Ice.
ladies.
Yeah, ladies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Ice in the building.
I was just emphasizing the ladies.
Z's and Zers. and
Yeah.
What's going on, folks?
Everybody else too.
Yeah. Well,
What happened?
we'll get to
We
it.
like ladies, right?
I said Z's and Zers.
No,
and-
we do like ladies, right? We like ladies.
We
Nothing
definitely
wrong
like
with
ladies,
Oh,
brother.
ladies.
Yeah,
All
brother.
right.
We
All
definitely
right,
like ladies.
all right.
Okay. We definitely-
Welcome.
Yes.
ladies.
Yo, make sure y'all tune in, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to UnScriptedRx. Our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, anything that y'all see us on, just hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, subscribe. Do that.
So
do your civic duty.
there you go. There you go.
That was convicting. Damn, civic dude.
So
It's like ask somebody to get.
I was getting ready to pull out my shit. Let me make sure I do it right now.
It's like ask somebody to give you a noun.
Oh, give me a noun.
really, is that where we're
I
going?
can take a noun.
Hopefully, the people that watching this understand what we're talking about. Might not be old enough.
Give me a noun.
Oh, this is gonna be great here. This is gonna be a great episode, man.
Great episode. Great
Oh,
episode.
jeez.
So, anyway, let's get started. Let's talk about it.
Where do we start?
Dick and balls.
Oh, I do the face then.
We're gonna laugh this whole episode. I promise. I promise.
Listen, no,
We're not. All right,
No.
we're not gonna laugh this whole episode.
no, we're not. We're not. Yeah, dick and balls.
Yo,
I don't know where we
you
going.
gotta continue on, bro. You just
No.
can't do that.
No,
Just-
so I want to talk about Gil. Shout out Gil. And not in that aspect, but
Oh, wow. I was about to say, whoa.
Hey,
no,
hey.
segue.
first of all, all right, look, let me stop. All right, hold up. Shout out my
Start
guy.
this whole conversation.
No, listen.
Hold on, start this all over again.
Hold on.
All right, start back over.
Reset.
Want me to hit the reset?
No. I mean, yeah, just start over. Yeah.
All right, start over.
Start over.
All
Start
right,
over.
all right. Ready?
Ready? Go.
Start over.
Dick and balls.
I know.
No, you keep. Yo, you keep starting there.
I'm just.
He
I'm
said,
saying.
he said digging balls. Shout out to Gil. He just went right.
Oh,
Bad
my
segue.
gosh.
Bad segue.
that was a bad
Bad,
segue. Bad segue.
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah.
though.
So,
We gotta be
earlier this
timeline.
week.
Right. Start there.
Earlier this week,
What happened earlier this week?
my guy Gillie the Kid, right?
Gillie the Kid.
Gillie the King.
Shout out to
Kid.
Gillie.
Kid.
You know,
Shout out Gil.
I see
need
Gil.
the shout
he
out
makes-
button.
Yeah, we
Shout
need
out.
shout out button.
Shout out.
We gotta figure that out, right?
Coming
So,
Coming soon.
so
Like a brr, 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 brr. Is that the kind of
We
thing?
got a
no.
little button
It's
thing.
just say shout out. Just say like shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah. So
Oh, what?
yeah. So anyway, right? You know, Gil posted on his timeline about Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa working out and draws. Now, you know, Gil made a response, and Wiz made a response, basically saying that he was being bullied, felt like he was being bullied. You know, next thing you know, Gil got his page canceled, and so forth. So, I just wanted to start it off by saying I fucking agree with Gil. All right. I've banned niggas off my timeline.
You unfollow.
Right? All
Yeah,
day
nobody want to
long.
see that. You
Like,
I don't-
scrolling.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
don't, I don't have no shirtless.
Now listen, no.
on my
It's
time.
not that I
Nah,
condone
not like
shirtless. It's not that I condone shirtless.
I'm just speaking to the extent of my
No, I'm just saying because
my work. You know what I'm saying?
now because I'm a workout boy, so
I mean,
other
yeah,
niggas,
yeah.
other niggas get on there and they work out. So sometimes they give you a no shirt job.
All right, that's
It's
right.
not
You're
what I
right,
want,
right.
but okay.
I got you. Right.
But then there's times where niggas go above and beyond, and I feel like if you wanted to do that, you need to let these chicks know to go on your new page where you can see all.
I agree.
You can see all this because
Absolutely.
because again, this is how I feel. Maybe y'all can chime in. Maybe I, I'm
chiming down there.
this. Yeah, overthinking this. That but again, the last thing I want to see scrolling through my timeline is dick and balls. It's just not. It's just not what it is.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree. I think I have a strict rule.
Everybody got rules on their timeline.
I have a strict rule on my timeline. Like, if you're not a fucking personal trainer or a bodybuilder, like professionally, not I work for the gas company, but then I also bodybuild. No, like if you not that. No, nigga, I don't really want to see that. I don't want to see your abs and the little V down your joint. Like, I'm at the gym, but I'm not, and I wouldn't do that just because. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really trying to. I ain't really trying to rock with you.
If you're a trainer, that's your business selling
nothing
that
against
shit.
the
That's
cats with the
one
bodies.
thing.
Like, man, get up I'm in the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning with all the other niggas going through midlife crisis. You know what I'm saying? So no, niggas like, but I don't want to see that like coming down my joint, and I'm just maybe it's
I would be a real child.
I'm a man. I don't mind. I do follow. You know what I'm saying? I found Bay.
Now listen,
because my timeline is like conscious shit, elevate your mind shit, nature. Fat booty. Conscious shit. Shaka bars. You know what I'm saying? Industry shit. Okay, player shit. Fat booty. You know what I'm saying? Then every now and then it's like, oh, boom, that's my man from down DC, personal trainer with the gym. Yeah. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? Because every time it pop up, I definitely, whoa.
Yeah.
Let me police this. Niggas advertising personal training. All right, it's all good. He can keep going.
I'm not mad at personal trainers. I'm not mad. Listen, I'm not. Look, my rules are all over the place. Because if it's a chick, you can show me whatever the fuck you want to show me. I have no problems with that. That's just how I am. And my order is not like his. Like his, big booty. Big booty. His ratio of booty is a little bit larger than mine. It's like, so it's a little bit different.
I understand.
But again, what's really interesting about this though is the fact that Bull got canceled.
Quick.
Over what one person said, right? So that brings me to the conversation, kind of what we talked about a little bit before, which was cancel culture, like how easy you can fall into that. Because I felt for Gil, because number one, I didn't believe that he personally bullied him.
That was true. And especially in that space, and knowing Gillie. First of all, they was just on his show, basically, like a month ago. They talk about having push-up challenges and other thing. It's often like we do when we sit here, we spar with each other, we tell jokes with each other, we joan on each other. Yeah. That's all that was happening.
Except put some pants on.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man, grow a pair.
Yeah,
like stop it.
But that's being soft and sensitive.
But I'm just talking about.
I agree with Gil. It's being soft and sensitive, but it turns out
it's just a culture though, because it's like
it's a weird bullying thing.
It's a weird because
that's the bullying part of it.
But what's to say somebody said to looking at our episode, right? They say, you know what? I feel like those guys are bullying me on here, and they shutting us down. Like again, his platform is different. I get that, but. It's just the power of it, and it's like to me. Well,
maybe I am bullying you. How about that? You know what I'm saying? How about that? Maybe I am bullying you. Saying no.
Tough enough.
I mean, I just think it's when it, it's just things like censorship. Like now, it's as much as we claim to be uncensored. Motherfuckers are censored like a motherfucker because we can't, there's certain people who can say whatever the fuck they want. And then there are other groups of people who you will absolutely get in trouble if you say anything that's out of what is the correct social cue.
Well, that's the whole funny thing about this whole freedom of speech thing. Like, it's like we're
we're a country. Of speech,
well, here you go. We're founded in this country under this whole freedom of speech thing, right?
Okay.
But when that shit was founded, everybody couldn't be heard. So you can stand outside your door. And, I'm just saying, you can stand outside and scream all you want, and you couldn't be heard. Right. Now there's so many ways that the individual can throw their thoughts into the space that now people are to the point where I don't want to hear everybody. I guess you don't want freedom of speech then, because this is what's going on out here. Right. People are going to say and think what they want to think based on their upbringing or their culture or whatever. So you have to get thick skin and be prepared for it. If you want freedom of speech,
I mean, but goddamn, can we have it? Can we have all of this fucking debate over something more than whether this nigga is working out in his drawers or not?
Right,
So much more important shit.
Right.
Like the fact that like you have all I'm not talking about Gil. I'm talking about like Wiz Khalifa. Like of all things to fucking make a fuss about.
Out of all things,
with
right?
all
Like,
of the influence and voice that you have. What the fuck are you worried about this nigga talking about how you worked out for? What you worked out in, nigga? Like
you working out.
Roll up, toke, and shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is
If
wrong with
anything, if you was real on it, you should just double down
on it. That's all.
I mean,
I
that
said
was
I
your
work
thing.
out- I work out my draws, nigga.
Stood up there and put your hands on your hips. You know what I mean?
or
Don't
just
go
say,
on shit,
hey,
nigga.
don't follow me.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't follow me.
Listen,
Or-
I've unfollowed niggas for less shit. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
I've unfollowed niggas for less shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I
man,
mean, well,
look.
if a chick put too many of the same face angles
Exactly.
on my joint, I
Yeah,
unfollow.
that's
Like,
yeah.
I'm quick. Like first of all, I don't want to see your face. I know what the fuck you look like. I'm interested more in my way. Like I'm more interested in what you seeing. Like 'cause to me, I want to show people. Like if I see some cool shit that I want people to see, that I want to share with people, that's what I feel like that shit is for. Or if I'm working, you know, I know my fans want to see what the fuck I'm doing when I'm working, and I'm still, you know, I still like gravel with that all the time because.
So
I mean,
I guess let me ask this real quick. So, as an artist, right? Is it easy for you to open up the personal side? Because that's what people really want to see. They want to see what Black Ice does after this interview, or like, you know, like what does he really do? Like, you know, is that something that, you know?
See,
I mean, it's something.
I'm crossed because you know, my life is my life. I don't really code switch, but it's also there's a thing about, you know, I strip on stage. It's my truth. It's absolutely my truth. It's nothing like I don't create no colorful shit that's not absolutely a truth of mine. So I give so much of that on stage. Off stage, the older I've gotten, the more private I've gotten, where I don't necessarily want to. And I know right now, industry-wise, it's shooting yourself in the foot because fans do want to see, like, what, you know, what's going on in, you know, with Black Ice when Black Ice not on stage. But when I'm not on stage in front of cameras, I'm Lamar. I ain't Black Ice, you know what I'm saying? So my social media shit is like, when Black Ice is doing something,
That's when,
you know, that's when I'm.
That's
you know,
when you
when,
see.
right? And that's when you'll see. But even with this right now, like, I don't feel like this ain't. I'm not Black Ice right here. I'm Lamar. Right here, fucking with my man Taz. You know what I'm saying? You know, my sister's over there. iRide's like we.
Shout out iRize. I forgot to do that.
iRize.
Shout out.
Man, like,
She's
hey,
stuck in here. Yes.
Shout out Erica. Shout
Shout out
out Erica.
Erica,
Mom, that's
yes.
my mom right there.
There you go.
know, so
his sister's my mom.
So at this point,
They're twins.
You know, you don't. So
It's a whole nother story.
Whole nother story.
For me, I just don't like. I believe it, and then I'm also selfish with my moments, right?
Okay.
Niggas, if I'm at Jeff's crib or if I'm, you know, when Dave comes to Amsterdam or any niggas come to Amsterdam, they come fucking with me. But I'll be so into the moment, and I'm not the nigga that grabs his phone. My thought process doesn't go like that.
First thing you don't think about is, you know what, let me record this.
Right. I'm so in the moment. So by the time that when the moment's gone, you know, you know, maybe I missed the moment, but I'm also in tune with the moment. So I think I get the full blast of it versus being concerned about. Now I wish I had a flyer on the wall that was just following me the fuck around,
Yeah, right.
and
Exactly.
getting a lot of shit because I know like, but I'm not gonna get it because that's just not my point of focus.
And I think that really is an old school sensibility. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, if I had to put anything on what he just said, that's like, you know, I know most of the people who are adults my age at least tend to try to, you know, keep some things personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, most people my age or whatever, they're, you know, they make sure their kids, you know, report cards or, you know, things like that.
What I believe what people do is kind of like what everybody does, except when we're older, you really pick and choose. Like, in other words, you're only showing stuff that you just want the world to see.
Well,
Or whatever the image that you're trying to portray, I feel like that's what you put on.
well, that goes back to the conversation that we had before the show. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, people have gotten the whole famous thing and turned it into, hey, I think I can be rich, and famous and rich don't necessarily equate. So, it's like people will have the opportunity, and because of a cell phone, they have a camera, and they can broadcast themselves around the world and not have any walls or any limitations to it. So at that point in time, people feel like, yo, I'm going to broadcast myself to whoever like me, and hopefully.
So do you think that's a good thing now, or is it a bad thing?
I mean, there's a certain amount of psychosis that falls, inside of that, because it's a new thing. It's a new technology, so people are just getting used to that.
Man, it's so many people. I think it's a. No, I think all this shit is the internet, social media. It's the best thing that happened to mankind and the worst thing that happened to mankind.
I was just watching. How about this? I was just watching a video. I don't know if y'all not. You're into Jordan Peterson, but I'm watching Jordan Peterson talk about how with this woman, and he talks about how on TikTok and all these social media platforms, there are people claiming to have these certain mental disorders and reporting it like they actually have it, but people are watching it and then just saying, oh, I have it, and then imitating. So it's not like people have the actual mental disorder. They're actually just imitating something that they think is happening.
Like sheep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
it's a programming.
Right. But that's the reason why you got certain colors you swipe up and down versus left and right. It's all mental.
Oh, man.
It's all mental.
I mean,
So if anything, I think the bigger thing is just I think we all gotta like take a break from that shit a little bit more than we do, because it is it's very distracting, and I think it does take us away from very human moments that we could get a lot more from if we wasn't trying to make sure that the rest of the fucking world
people gotta
saw
be
the
aware.
picture.
You gotta be aware of the game.
I think just in terms, especially in social media terms, people have all tried to turn into business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They've all because people have, we've seen a generation of millionaires now come from social media. So everyone thinks that's the new lottery ticket. That space wasn't available 10 years ago, 20 years. Well, not 20 years ago.
It wasn't available about 20 years ago.
I mean, and that's also part of like what I used to always call it jackass culture.
Yeah.
At no point in time as an 18-year-old kid did I ever think that I could run in my parents' room, run in my dad's room with a pot, put it on his head, and beat it with a fucking spoon and become a millionaire.
But you know why though? It's because that's just it's people want to see that. It's like, oh, I never seen that before, and then
Here you go.
Because that would have been a really short show for me.
Being wealthy,
What?
right?
What?
Being wealthy.
My dad wouldn't have found that funny at all.
Wouldn't have found it funny.
Funny.
Being wealthy at one point in time almost was synonymous with being smart. There was a certain, even in terms of like hip hop music, you know what I'm saying? Like, those people in the original hip hop, that phase, they were kids from, impoverished neighborhoods, underprivileged kids, but they were always trying to prove that they were smart. So the names reflected that. Cool G Rap was the cool genius of rap. KRS-One was the teacher. We had people talking about they was the doctor and this, that, and the other thing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until that
Lil
switch.
Dookie.
It wasn't until that jackass switch. You know what I'm saying?
Dirty Uzi.
Whereas now it's like the worst. It's like the worst of seem to have the most.
Yeah.
So those two things don't correlate. You don't have to be smart to be a millionaire. You just have to be. You know what I'm saying? And you can be almost any fucking thing.
He said, look at all this dope. Hey, nigga, I don't know.
Hey. You know what I mean?
So
It don't matter. But then it's like, at that point, it's like, it's hard to tell the person who's actually making the money what's kind of see it from the, 15,000 foot view.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you going to tell them they already got the money? They famous and they guess they living their life out.
But also, a lot of people, not just young people, but even our generation,
adults too, are guilty of it too.
Equate financial success with like wisdom and mature. Like these are things that character, right? Like they got a lot of money, so you automatically get the character button as well. And it's like, damn, no, like, and a lot of times it's not about. And that's what young people think is like, oh, I'm your equal because I got all this money.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you're
Not at all.
not my equal, and you'll never be, no matter how much money you have, because you a kid, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you 20, and again, if you 25, I'm 50. Which means I'm double your age. No matter what the fuck you do, I am wiser than you.
Exactly.
But
I done seen the cycle happen.
But now also wiser means, like we were talking about earlier, wiser also means not to shit on motherfuckers like a Bill Cosby or Steve Harvey or the way these niggas, but also now if you're wiser, what we should know, us being the old heads now, is that we gotta learn from these niggas too.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not about, it's not that, no nigga, you don't know nothing, I know everything.
I've learned shit tons from this generation.
I learned this just watching this generation, maybe just because of the entertainment. You know, at this point, you know, it's like we've been around generations of young niggas. So I always look at it as, you know, instead of shitting on them, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, let me figure out why they like that. Because again, when we were that age, you know, older motherfuckers was telling us, yo, rap is this and rap is that, and it's like, no, you just don't understand it. And maybe what I need to do is understand what these little niggas is doing.
Yeah.
So that's really what, you know, I try to model myself as, you know, but
I haven't gotten a formidable explanation for the tats on the faces yet, though.
Jail culture.
That's just some nutty shit.
This is jail culture.
I haven't got.
I mean, sometimes you just got nutty shit. We had nutty shit in our generation. It happens. Yo, I do want to switch this.
Ooh.
So
go ahead, switch it.
This one's a little lighter note.
What happened?
On my timeline, you know me, be sitting there smoking. I'm on my timeline. Right. Happen to see they was talking to. Let me make sure I got this correct, because you know I get in trouble for fucking shit up all.
Because you do be fucking shit up. You be fucking shit up.
Master P. Did you hear about Master P?
No,
Master P says he wants to buy.
He wants to do it.
Yeah, he wants to buy the Lakers, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Master P says he wants to be the next. Oh no, I'm sorry. He wants to be the next coach for the Lakers, and he wants Shaq to be the assistant.
Can I see it later, man?
Yeah. I just want to know, and I'm a. What you need to smoke on that one? That's what it is. So yes, so Master P. Let's make that clear. He wants to be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, and he wants Shaq to be the assistant coach.
Am I the player development coach?
I'm just throwing it out there. I just want to hear some, some feedback on what y'all think. That's all. I mean,
why not? Shit.
I don't think.
Why not?
Ice, do you watch basketball? You said why not?
I'm not finished. I mean, why not? Oh, okay. I could run point. Fucking I got a cousin, you know what I'm saying, that's great with marketing.
I think I'm a smart guy. I want to fly a spaceship.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I don't know if I should fly a spaceship right now though.
Okay. All right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so you
going from fucking
Shaq's the assistant coach.
Shaq's assistant coach.
He's the head coach. I mean,
head coach.
Yo, that
they try to treat it like business.
Yeah.
What coach? What team has he coached before this?
I mean, he's gonna be a player coach. You know.
Oh, he's a player coach.
Oh, that's the other part of it. At what 50, he's gonna play a coach.
Master P is gonna be Bill Russell now.
Yeah, I guess Master P is gonna be Bill Russell.
I'm definitely running point.
Then you're definitely running point.
The Wizard of Oz just said the fuck.
I want to go to the game.
This is crazy.
I want to go to this game.
So let me ask this: How many? If that would,
is it in the metaverse?
No, I'm just asking. No, if this happened, no, I'm asking.
Is it on 2K?
If this happened, right? How many games? 2K. How many games do you think in an 80-game two season? Right? Is it 82 games or 84? Is it? I think it's 82.
82. It's 82 games.
In an 82-game season, right? How many games do you think the Lakers will win?
Well, who coaching? With the Lakers as they currently stand.
No, with the players that they got right now.
Right.
That's on the roster.
Right.
Master P comes in, head coach. Shaq is the assistant head coach. How many games do you give him out of 82 games?
2.
Damn. 2.
Yeah. 2.
Ice, what about you?
I got 2.
Shit, nigga, listen. I think they gonna win. I think they gonna win the motherfucking championship.
You might be right.
We keep talking.
You know what? Let me stop. Let me stop here. You know what?
Seriously, so
you
keep
right.
asking me. I'm gonna.
You know what?
Say something ridiculous.
I'm not gonna hate on a black man like that. Why would I do that?
Nigga,
Why would I do that?
Master P's gonna
That
get
man
coach
gonna
of the
win the
year.
title.
Gonna get coach of the year.
Yeah.
Shaq's gonna return the next year. You know what I'm saying? Bad feet. His shoes gonna start selling crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look,
He going back. I think he's. In fact, he's
Tyronn
going
Lue,
to come back. He's going to come back and back up AD.
No, not Tyronn Lue. Tyronn
Actually,
Lue's
what's
with
going to
the
happen
Clippers.
is Master P going
we
to
go.
coach. They're going to start the season with AD. AD going to get hurt. Shaq going to come back. Shaq going to come back
Out of retirement
Out of retirement
with those
Shit.
bad feet. You
With
see
the-
with the
them
bad feet.
with the toenail paint and all that.
Yeah.
He going to come back.
That's
They're going to win 26. Anthony Davis going to get hurt in the first 6 games. Shaq going to come back. Then they're going to win 26 in a row to set the NBA record for most games consecutively won.
There we go. The Great Space Coaster.
And then to end the season, they're going to end with 74 wins. 74 wins, which is one more than the Golden State Warriors, which would make them the best regular season team. And then
And this is all with Master P and Shaq.
and because AD gonna come back at the end of the season.
this is definitely when
I'm telling you how this is going down.
When the little trolley used to go on Mr. Rogers over into the other side.
And then they want to get to the playoffs.
You
and
overthinking this.
4, 5, 4, 4.
Now he done broke. This nigga got stats. He
done
stats
went to
from
the playoffs.
He got stats from the season and shit.
Yeah, God damn.
Like the Sixers in '83, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5.
Second round of the playoffs.
Right. That's what's gonna happen with Master
Shaq's
P.
gonna stub his toe.
Because I'm not gonna hate on the black man.
Right.
Right. Just create some shit that's just as asinine.
We have to think positively.
Okay.
Yo, listen.
I'm learning.
All right.
Hold on. Keith, you need to reset the cameras. We good. All
Okay, we good?
We keep going.
All right. Let's talk about Ice.
What up, Black?
What's going on?
Brought him in here. We got to talk to him. We got him talking about. We got him talking about every other topic. We got to talk about
just
him.
talking.
There we go.
Yeah, man.
What's good with y'all?
We're good, man. Let's talk about Black Ice. Let's talk about what is Black Ice doing.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know you did a comedy brunch early today.
Yeah, earlier today I did a comedy brunch. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Because that nigga Teray stopped me after I started my set. You know what I'm saying?
Why you stop you?
Wait.
Because the nigga who was, because the universe, right?
He blamed it on the universe.
It was the universe fixing shit, right?
Right.
Because he had me go on. He had
Okay.
the 2 featured acts, right? It was me and K-Dub, right? This
Okay.
comedian cat. So,
Right.
so he had put me on beforehand, you know what I'm saying? So I imagine the universe didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm a headliner. You know what I'm saying? and so the universe got into Teray's head and said, Teray, stop that nigga because this nigga got to catch a flight. So in the middle, after I started my shit, which is horrible, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got the first one off, which is the most important one. It's like, oh, I got him in.
Right.
Now let me take him on my trip.
Right.
Okay.
And right when Teray came in like, yo, hand me the mic.
On some real Philly shit.
Listen, on some real Philly shit. Right? Nigga, you can only be my man and do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Ray, man.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out.
And that was some Philly shit. It sounds like.
So
I'm
I
not
love
mad
it.
at it.
He said, hey, I wouldn't do this, nigga, but my man, he got to catch a plane. So we gonna get. Then I became Lamar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it was.
We gonna get Lamar back up here. Now
So-
you're man.
Right.
But it was cool though. Because it was crazy. You do that artist shot.
Yeah.
I walked outside, I smoked a cigarette. I'm pacing back and forth like Prince on Purple Rain. You know what I'm saying? Just mad trying to get. I was like, lemonade. How can we turn this? Because it's like, oh shit, how do I get back in my zone?
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess the question is because all right, so I don't really follow poets, so
Okay.
so this might be a lesson for me. So so I'm listening to you now. So is it a different type of vibe you have to get into? Like I've seen MCs and how MCs have to get into their zone.
Oh no, like for me, it's just when I say get into my zone, I mean like once I'm up, I run through. I try to be as deliberate as possible when I'm on stage, right? So when I run through, there are things that as I'm a seasoned showman.
Okay.
You know, I know the importance of planning, right? So I could get up there and wing the shit, and the poems do what they do, you know. And I'm silly and shit, so I can glue them together. But it's always better with a plan. So I had a certain plan, and there's a certain flow of things that happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's emotion and shit that's happening. You know, like just in the current energy. So and so I was in my, you know, I got in my groove. That first poem is the one, is like, for me, that's what locked people in, right? I'm up there, motherfuckers here for comedy. You know, this nigga done talk me up. I'm doing poetry. You know, it's some ignorant motherfuckers like, what the fuck it mean? I ain't come here for no fucking poetry.
No fucking poem, man. What the fuck is this?
The sun is the moon and the stars.
Right, so I'm already fighting. You know, I know that energy is in there. You know, even though I know there's also energy in it that's down to here. We grown folk. You know what I'm saying? So, even still, I gotta lock them in. Right, any performer you have to get people in aesthetic arrest. Right, so once I got you in aesthetic arrest, and everybody's like, yeah, their groove is with me, and then you come and you stop my groove. Right. No matter how, even I brought it back because the poems do what they do, and I'm a showman. You know, so I know how to bring it back, but it wasn't what it was getting ready to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was getting ready to be something much doper.
You got to get back in MC mode.
And now I got it right. And now, not only do I got to get back in MC mode,
you got to get the crowd into
it. There's an energy happening now because there's a thing that happens. It's like, damn, the crowd, damn, he stopped that nigga.
He stopped him. Like,
is
it really?
Yeah, the second poem was for them at a certain spot, and they're not at that spot now.
And so, but I also speaks to, you know, to Ray knowing, I know he can bring it back.
Yeah,
and like certain motherfuckers, they wouldn't be able to come back from that.
Yeah,
you know. But for me, I know how to bring it back, and again, the words do what they do. So. It was cool. Like, it was cool. It was a great time. You know, I wound up, you know, I'm funny and silly, and the poems are the poems. They resonate the way they resonate. And then I came here and shit. I wanted to go to Nick's to get some roast beef and shit. Motherfucker was closed. I wound up down Reef, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. South Street. They was trying to charge me $90 for some calamari. Shout out to Reef. Mike and Pete. You know, y'all my guys, Upper Deck from way back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question.
Give me your now.
See, it's hard. It's hard. So I can't even.
I
can't even interview him because
right?
it's something different. Like, why am I having an interview with this guy? Like,
right. So what you doing, man? Well, I was just with you the other day.
We were just together, man. What you talking about?
That's it. You know.
But well, here you go. What are we talking about? Let's talk about actually like recording. You mean because
because we recorded some shit the other day.
Right. Exactly.
I recorded something the other day at Jeff crib. We you know, I'm always like challenging. I actually said, well, I don't think my poetry comes off audibly the way it should. So then, like, Chemist, one of my favorite. You know,
shout out Chemist.
Shout out
to Chemist, one of my favorite.
Shout out.
Also plays the guitar and shit. So I said the poem, and Chemist was like, "Wait a minute, I got an idea to go get my guitar." He came back and he played.
See you later, man.
He played the riff.
My lighter.
You know, he played the riff, and I recited the poem to the riff. Next thing you know, Montez is hooking up the mics. You know, and it came out. What came out? You know, the next day it was quite organic. So doing that, and I'm writing a one-man show right now.
Nice.
Don't Take No with Nichols, which was it's
your first one.
I've had sets. You know, I've never done a full-fledged, like, this is my show, my theater show, like what I'm gonna offer to an audience about my life specifically, right? Okay. In a long scale versus like a poem here, poem there, and it's just about fatherhood, sonship, brotherhood. You know, being impeccable with your word, being present. It's, you know, the last year and a half has been life-changing for me. My pop transition, a couple months after that, my younger brother transitioned, and they were both, you know, both experiences were very, very life-changing, but also a beautiful piece of art just created itself. You know, like, I didn't even, in recalling this story that I'm about to share with people about, about my experience as a black man coming up in North Philly with a dad and uncles and and a grandfather and brothers and all this. It wrote itself. Like my pop left it for me as a gift, almost. To share, especially at a time when we need that kind of, we need that imagery. We need to see men reflecting on having positively impactful upbringing.
We were just talking about that earlier off air, right?
Because we get bombarded with the power universe and the sensationalism of niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But and that gets it constantly gets what gets clouded over is, nigga, have you watched the draft? Most of these little young niggas that's coming out in the draft got dads with them.
Right.
Yeah.
And they ain't stepdads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
they dads.
So there is this. We're not, the imagery that's being shown and being sensationalized is not the imagery that's really that is always out there. You know what I'm saying? What I see on the privilege. So I created that show for that, and it's going to be just like it's a journey through my through the year and a half, my father's funeral, my brother's passing, and the experiences behind it, the lessons behind that. So I'm doing that. I'm also I created and I'm executive producing a new poetry show coming probably next year. Being executive produced by myself and Mark and Sherm Byers. And
Shout out Marcus Sherm.
Shout out.
And Stan Lathan and Ricky Hughes. Stan Lathan was the executive producer and director of Def Comedy, Def Poetry, and a whole bunch.
I want to talk about that too.
And he also from Richard Allen.
Really?
Yeah, he's from Richard
See,
Allen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so him and Ricky Hughes, they came on board. I took them to show and they loved it. So now we're on board, getting ready to kind of pitch it to the different networks that are interested. And then so I wanted to create another platform for poets to aspire to. And I also wanted to bring highlight to the poets that are the masters of the craft, because
Is there a lane for that now? Is that an up and coming?
I mean, there's a lane for everything, So from the way shit now, the way it is now,
Jamaica lane.
the way it is now, if a motherfucker know how to play the spoons right, he can get, he can develop a fucking fan base. So
he's America's Got Talent.
Right. So it's gonna be I just wanted to create a platform that that other poets could get on and reignite the business of spoken word. We did a lot of shows at colleges and there was an industry happening, and like maybe like post 2012, 2013, it went back down to there's a handful of us that are doing, that we keep going, and then we're also like raising the bar. Amir Suleiman, who was on the new Robert Glasper album. Shout out to Amir Suleiman and Robert Glasper for Black Radio 3.
Wow, shout out.
But he's also
shout out, but
he's also
I like that.
He's also one of the producers and writers for Rami, the show that's on Hulu about the Muslim boy.
Okay.
Jessica Care Moore has her a documentary get ready happen. Jay Ivey just was nominated for the Grammy, but also is fully intertwined in that in the Genius joint. The Kanye joint, because he was always with Kanye throughout his life. Then you got Amir was nominated for the Grammy because of Dave Chappelle, the 846.
Right.
So Cats is doing things. Sonny Patterson is signed the 2 Chainz label and doing big things like in film and documentary. So all of these things need to be celebrated. And we never had a platform. Even Def Poetry didn't necessarily celebrate the poets.
Right.
Poets were the course, but
what did you think they?
I mean, that's just about politics.
Okay.
There was politics. There was at a certain point, the formula was to not let anybody get larger than the moniker.
Right.
Okay.
And so and either or, it's like for me, I know poets who are like upset that were on Def Poetry. And be like, nah, Stan sold us out to Stan. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Stan gave you the opportunity to get your shit out there. And now it was up to you afterwards. Like a lot of
build off of that,
a lot of people think that the wind just supposed to keep blowing. I'm like, no, nigga, you got grind.
Yeah.
So yeah, just doing that, man, and and then whatever else comes,
For everybody. So my question is for everybody that don't know, how long you been in this game?
I mean, I've been an artist all my life.
Yeah.
You know, I've been me.
Yeah,
you know,
really long time.
You know, I've
really long time.
I've been me.
Yo, your man taking shots at you.
Yeah,
I'm not taking any shots.
I know it's a nigga like, you know, but he knows. You know, I started out as a visual artist. You know,
Start out as an MC?
As a visual artist. That didn't come yet. I was a visual artist first.
Okay.
And then I literally art on display in kindergarten. We painted a mural out in the schoolyard with the dinosaurs. Remember that, Reek? And then I was in the plays and shit. Then I became a pop locker and shit. I was a nigga, you know, niggas like, yo, go get more. You know what I'm saying?
When did this ball jump into the game?
When
this
ball
jump in, man?
Met when we was like teenagers.
Right.
Because he tells a bunch of stories, you know what I mean? So you might want
to dancing ass niggas and fighting ass niggas.
Absolutely.
And so him and Steve, we just we grouped up. It was like simpatico, you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, it was like, 3 times, boom. Next thing you know, we running man and, you know, doing all that shit.
I don't have to make my life up. My shit is too real to fucking make up, yo.
And then we advanced. We evolved in the house. Because I'm a house head. So
Okay.
then it was Houston Hall.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we used to be in Houston Hall.
And then at this time I'm moving crates of records for shout out DJ Jazzy Joe. Shout out.
Joe.
Okay.
And Astro Funk and shit. And exactly, right? I used to move speakers and move records and shit for parties and shit like that.
me and Tez known each other since we was teenagers.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So it was full circle. Like, you know, some cats, you know, like, when we first ran back into each other as adults and in this industry, it was like, yeah, nigga, of course.
Right.
You know? So for me, I've been doing performance poetry since 93, 94. Okay. That's when I first got back. Like, that's when I first discovered that it was a thing. You know, like before that, I was a barber by trade, which was my art for years.
Okay.
My barber also.
You know, my art, my show, you know, all of these things. I got all of that fulfillment being behind the chair. Wardrobe, you know, how you moving around the chair, dipping down, how you look, you know, and then obviously the finished product, you know. So, but then around 93, 94, my man took me to a joint, North Star Bar.
You didn't check out his barber bracelet?
My shears and shit.
Damn, I ain't even realize what it was. I just thought it was a live ass bracelet. I ain't realize it was some shears.
Barber shears. And so then my man took me to North Star Bar, and I was like, oh shit, niggas is down here like dropping shit about like honest shit, you know, like it was like I grew up on Gil Scott-Heron, Last Poets, but I had never seen it done like in a live setting until North Star Bar.
Right.
And we in Philly, we had like DJ Cool Marv. Shout out to DJ Cool Marv. He used to play like we didn't do a cappella poetry. It was always poetry to a band or a beat because we had the poets had to commune with the other Philly artists, the soul artists, like, you know, with Silk City and the 5 Spot and Black Lily. And I'm talking about Black Lily. I was doing Black Lily back when it was in the Wetlands. Because I was the cat who niggas was like, all right, come on up, you know, because I did what I did. So, you know, it turned professional around 99, 2000. So professionally for about 22 years now.
Nice.
You know, and yeah, it was the biggest risk, but it was the best risk.
Yeah, we still here.
I see.
Hey, man.
So,
hey,
what's up?
Can we get into another topic on our?
Okay, what you got to talk about?
And now I'm talking with you niggas.
Hey,
give me your now.
So,
go ahead.
We watched a basketball game the other day.
Yeah. You want to lead? It's up to you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you tell the story. I'll read the article from the.
All right.
So
me and Spawn, we watching the game the other day. Timberwolves and
it was
Clippers.
Clippers, yeah. Timberwolves, Clippers.
Right. So watching the game, I think the Clippers was up at the time. Right. All of a sudden, there's a little commotion right under the basket. Looked like a young, we'll call her
white woman.
White woman. You know what I mean?
You gonna call her?
He said we'll call her.
So listen. I try to be politically correct. You know what I mean? That's all.
She was a white woman.
White woman.
Pretty
Caucasian white woman. Anyway.
That's too many syllables. White woman.
Way too many. So anyway, right? The broad runs down.
nigga with trying to be politically correct. I mean, I'm trying to be politically correct.
But
so anyway, the broad.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that shit.
so,
Back to the broad.
So the broad comes running down the steps, right? And apparently, it's a commotion under. Yeah, it's unscripted. So it's a commotion under the basket, and everybody couldn't figure out what happened. Whether she fell, like she could have been walking through, she fell, and come to find out.
You want smoke?
Yeah, hey man, yeah. Go ahead, man.
I'm tripping. My bad.
It's unscripted. Yeah. So apparently, the young lady had glued herself to the floor.
That was smart.
Of the arena,
right?
For
the white, it seemed to be some like the white crazy, like the school glue.
It was. I don't know if it was Elmer's glue.
It looked like it,
sure.
I think it was Elmer's.
It wasn't that tough because they picked her up pretty easily.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't that tough.
It wasn't that strong.
It wasn't that. It wasn't the straw. It wasn't the
gorilla glue
that the chick used that she used on her head. She should have used that because they might not have got her up because. They got her up pretty quick.
Pretty swift.
So, I believe you had that article over there. If I'm not mistaken, she was protesting for.
I feel like I'm in school right now.
I think it was chicken.
Like reading.
Yeah.
5.3 million chickens that got the vid.
Yeah, that got the vid.
They killed.
Here's an article.
They put them down.
Yeah, so what
today?
Yeah.
You want me to read the article from
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I just want to know why. Like
a woman who was a part of an animal rights group attempted to glue herself to the floor of the Timberwolves Clippers game Tuesday night.
That's wild right there.
She was removed after a short delay.
They take it to the hospital?
I don't know if they took
the organization Direct Action Everywhere claimed responsibility for the protest and said it was in response to a video that was released earlier that day, allegedly showing an animal rights issue at Timberwolves owner Glenn Taylor's egg farm.
That nigga sound like he reading in class.
So look. So
you gotta do the eyebrow.
So wait. Before you go,
the woman.
Go ahead.
The woman identified as Alicia Santoro in a press release issued by Direct Action Everywhere wore a T-shirt with the message, Glenn Taylor roasts animals alive, and attempted to glue herself to the court underneath one of the baskets. According to the press release, the organization obtained footage from a mass depopulation event at Rambert Enterprises and Iowa Egg Farm.
So wait. Let me ask this, right? Because I'm confused, right? I like my chicken roasted. What was the problem?
They had
They had
some type of flu.
They had some type of flu. No. Here you go.
All right. The Iowa Department of Agriculture confirmed that 5.3 million birds were destroyed in Buena Vista County, Iowa, where Rembrandt Enterprises is located, in an attempt to quell an outbreak of the bird flu, which has seen multiple outbreaks since the start of March.
So I guess, but so you can't make this up.
You can't make this shit up, yo.
You can't make this up. So I guess my question is, right? So I guess my question is, I know you.
Is this bizarre?
It is a bizarre.
Is it really bizarre?
I mean, dog, you really fight for chickens that had COVID that weren't going to be able to be like, what the fuck do you use a chicken for besides food? Like, what kind of pet can a chicken be? And I've never had a chicken as a pet, so like, why would you keep it to,
I mean, some people, I guess they do. I don't know.
No, I get it. No, I mean, you fight for rights, but I guess my question is how far is too far? Like, at what point did you say to yourself that when you glued yourself to the floor, this is too far?
Well, I mean, at first when you went to the store and you was like, what type of glue am I going to get?
But you didn't say. But you didn't say at that point. You didn't say at that point.
There's stuff that you can use, this seal stuff.
That's not where this.
I'm gonna grab the Elmer's.
Wait a minute, where it started.
I'm grabbing the glue that I used to stick cardboard together.
Right, it started wherever she was at when she had the fucking thought. You're saying, which is the epitome of white privilege, right? You're saying because you have the fucking room and the time on your hands and the freedom
to think about this, right?
This kind of shit up, like
I'm gonna get some tickets.
You know what? I can't believe they're doing this to these fucking chickens. How can I make a difference? You know what? I'm going down to I'm going to buy a fucking ticket to the basketball game. I'm going to go down to the arena. I'm going to glue myself to the fucking thing because I got to stop.
The privilege. That's what you're saying. It's the privilege.
Hello. Yeah, officer. Yes, I'm not trying to be a bothered neighbor, but there seem to be some African Americans in the car outside. Yes, please send 2 officers. Thank you.
Same person?
Yeah, Peg. This fucking chicken. We really gotta fucking glue ourselves to the fucking basketball courts.
Well, actually, I believe one glued themselves and the other one chained themselves.
There was an outbreak.
This is the
There's an outbreak.
This is the same shit that caused Rachel Dolezal to decide that she was going to try and be black. You know what I'm saying? Like, white privilege, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Because she chose to be black. She chose to.
You can't did you?
I didn't know you could choose to be black. I didn't even know you could
be anything that you
Can
say.
you?
No,
You
listen,
can.
Well, to a certain extent.
No, look. Hey, look.
To a certain
Can you?
extent.
Hold on.
Be
Go ahead,
nice.
nigga.
Be nice.
Be Jewish tomorrow.
Hold on.
Be Jewish tomorrow.
Be Jewish tomorrow.
Well, hold on.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Rachel Dolezal, that motherfucker made it to being the director of a chapter of the NAACP.
Yo, she fooled a lot of niggas.
What in the fuck? That's
She
being
fooled
Anna.
a lot of niggas.
That's inventing Anna.
Yo, listen.
Yo.
She fooled a lot of niggas. Come on, man.
Wait.
Come on.
So, do you blame her? Do you blame the black people that she fooled on the way there?
I don't blame.
How did she get away with that?
No.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
blame her.
I don't blame anybody.
I don't blame her.
I just think
I do blame.
No.
I do blame. I do blame niggas.
No.
I do blame niggas because you let that slip.
Yeah, what's going on with your radar?
Where was your radar? Like,
Cause
what were you thinking about when you seen her?
It wasn't no black women in the room somewhere. Like, I don't know, y'all.
Not one. Not one.
I don't know. Listen. You know what I'm saying? It's
Something ain't right.
It's something about this bitch. It's something about this bitch. It's something about this bitch that she got. Them little kids, like something. She ain't had none of them black folk around.
But that's what I'm saying. Like there wasn't no signs or nothing. Like
No, so I blame black folks. I do. I blame black folks on that one. I don't blame her because at the end of the day, she tried it. If she could get away with it, which she did.
No, it's just white privilege. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing that make a fucking white girl be like, I'm going to go glue myself to the basketball court. Like, what the fuck is your problem? You got too much time on your hands and too much motherfucking, like, at least she tried to do. At least Rachel Dolezal tried to make a difference.
So let me ask this. Did she stop the chickens from dying?
No, they still died.
All 5.3 million.
Right.
So you did this. So basically,
Hold on. See, now I'm about to go. I'm sorry. I got to go. It's like 5.3 million birds were destroyed, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of birds. Niggas don't really waste no money. What I would advise urban America to do is not go to the Chinese store for about maybe another month or so.
Yeah.
You might get one of these birds, you know what I'm saying?
Right?
You might get because y'all know.
Hey,
Come
look.
on now. So remember that shit back in the day, Herb Denenberg? When they did the expose on the Chinese warehouse?
Oh,
they found fucking dogs
Listen.
and cats down there.
Shout out to Herb Denenberg.
I knew that them Chinese, them
You
wings
would
wasn't
bring
real
up Herb
motherfucking,
Denenberg.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man.
Remember them wings that look like cat paws?
Now look
Remember
again.
that shit? And why was the barbecue sauce so red?
Oh my God! Look, make sure y'all
What is
drop
a
the
gizzard?
comments down at the bottom,
What is a
please.
gizzard?
We about to
Comments
catch all type of hell for this one, man.
What's a gizzard?
This
I'm
nigga
going
gonna
down
get us
a
in
rabbit
trouble.
hole.
This nigga gonna get us in trouble, man. I'll tell you that right
Ain't
now.
no more trouble that we always get into
Pretty
anyway.
much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Make the comments down low.
Nah, my bad.
No, it's good. It's unscripted. That's what we want.
That's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do, man.
What is it? Anyway.
No, but I will say this, right? And this will be the last thing on, like, you know, Chinese food stores and stuff. Don't eat the chicken.
This nigga said calm this nigga down. Let me. Now, I will say this about Chinese.
Don't eat shit.
Don't eat chicken.
I will tell y'all this. Like, I do have preferences, like how I rate my Chinese restaurants. Like, Like I don't eat from yellow sign Chinese stores. or
That's racist.
yeah, listen.
We need a that's racist, but that's
I'm
racist.
so horrible.
Racist.
Or no. Or I don't. Or if
There's
if
another
you-
kind of Chinese store.
No, listen. No.
Whole side guy downtown,
or
they
if
got
you
the
have,
yellow
no,
sign,
listen,
don't
listen.
it?
No, listen. If you have plexiglass and these items as your number 1 and 2 is like chicken cheesesteak platter, like that's not your specialty. Nope. I don't want that. Or if you sell any tobacco products, I'm good. I don't want none of your food.
I guess I've been conditioned then. You know what I'm saying? Because
You want that?
That's all you know.
When I moved to Europe, I was like, oh, Chinese. Let's get Chinese.
Okay.
That shit was real Chinese. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just Chinese here in America. I was like, ain't no motherfucking egg food young on here. No.
Now see, look, I'm gonna be real with you.
You know, and so like, and it's
I feel like it's
something about that gravy.
No.
That gravy. It's something about that
No,
gravy,
I feel like
gravy,
this.
That
nah,
gravy different.
I will say this though. I feel like that with also like black folks restaurants. Like there's a lot of them I don't fuck with either. So let's be real with you.
I mean, that's just getting older.
Yeah, that's just.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody mac and cheese ain't mac and cheese. Everybody,
I don't do that.
Niggas be too greasy. Shit, you know.
I don't eat nobody mac and cheese, but my own kind of.
So I want to bring this up.
I don't even like the way that's. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring this up.
Yeah, no, well, because we continuously keep touching on this situation, and I use that word touching loosely, right? Very loosely.
Be who you want to be.
Yeah, and it's not really directed towards it, but
I think this is the time where I should say the views and reflections of Unscripted RX are not necessarily the views of Black Ice. Just as a disclaimer,
just want to make this clear.
Illuminati, if you are watching.
So,
oh man.
So no, listen. So there was an inmate, New Jersey Correctional Facility, right? I'm gonna read. In fact, I'll read it to you. 2 inmates at the all-women's New Jersey prison are pregnant after both had sex with the same transgender inmate after a local ACLU chapter won the battle to house trans inmates in women's prison.
He wanted to be who he wanted to be, or she.
And I'm going to leave it right there.
Yeah, and listen, fellas, it's been great. It has been a wonderful podcast. It's wonderful. You guys touch a plethora of subjects. I don't have anything to do with the penile system. There's too much to unpack in that question, and I just, it's an interesting question.
Allow it?
I mean, it's
What do you mean allow
What do you
it?
mean allowed?
Yeah, I don't.
It's law. You can't
Yeah,
discriminate.
these are one of these things that I'm just kind of like, yeah, well, whatever y'all
So
decide.
do you leave him in there?
Huh?
it's all
Do
right
you
with
leave
me.
him in there? He already knocked off 2. He done knocked off.
Like seriously.
What's he?
Like biologically, medically, like that's a problem, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure we did nobody when we came
See,
up
we
with
look
the,
at it- see,
when
we-
we came with the penile system, we did not count,
Hold
we
up.
did not factor in.
We're looking.
Transgender.
We're looking at this wrong.
Huh?
We're looking at this wrong,
Okay.
right?
How are we supposed to look at this? Yeah.
What about the women? Like, it's not like he raped them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but that's the whole
It's not
thing.
like he raped them.
So
what
no,
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying.
So
If it
ultimately they allow a man into a woman's prison, and he's like a fucking.
But he's not a man. He felt like he
he's
was
a
a woman.
he's a
No,
ca-
he feels like he's a woman.
conjugal visit.
He feels like he's
He's
a
a
woman.
conjugal visit.
Hold up.
He's an
Wait a
in-house
minute.
conjugal
All right,
visit,
hold on.
which is a benefit
and
that
this-
they. What kind?
Please drop comments down below.
And
It is. It's an in-house
Black
conjugal
Ice.
visit.
And this is
Right
a slippery slope that I did not want to be on this hill. I tried to get off.
I tried
to get off the ski. I tried to get off the ski
try to get
lift.
off the ski lift, but it's
I was
just
back there, but I couldn't jump. I'm not supposed to be on this. This is the expert slope. I'm a beginner.
Oh man!
no. Listen,
Oh man.
This is great.
He said, listen, I got some shows to do.
Oh,
He said, I
man.
got some shows to do. Tickets to sell. He said,
You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
yo,
know
as y'all
when
can
to
see,
run.
this
You
is
never
unscripted right
count
here.
your money.
It's definitely
when you're
unscripted,
sitting at
man.
the table,
Yo, this boy got
you'll
me
be
sweating.
fine enough to count them when the deal is done.
Oh, my God.
Oh man, I'm in tears in here, man.
Yo, we never read a guest off. You know that, right?
Yo,
This is a
it's
first.
great, though.
This is great.
Great.
It's fucking
This
great.
is fucking awesome.
How did, yo,
We should do this more often.
yo, listen, guest say,
We're gonna run about his.
and I'm out.
We
At least he put down the headphones politely. He said,
Right.
you know, let me
I
put
like-
this
I
down.
love it.
Yeah, guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be scheduled for this part of the interview.
but see, I told you that's why I didn't want to have the conversation because we're gonna be known as the goddamn.
No, we're not, because this is gonna be the last time we touch.
Yo, let me know. As long as it's every week there's gonna be something new in the news, man.
It's not. So
And we all it is like that's the only reason we talk about it. The only reason we're having this conversation is because it was in the news.
it was in the news.
So
Yeah.
could it be in reverse though?
Like what?
I mean, I was leading.
So
I
what?
was-
Oh,
I
so you
was
mean
leading-
a
I was leading.
transgender?
I was leading.
Wait a minute, because
to
we got to
that.
get correct. Because the last time I fucked up, is it so?
There was a you had a transgender woman
Yeah,
in a woman's prison.
So
yeah.
we talking about a transgender man in a woman's
woman's
prison. He giving up that pussy.
I mean, but here you go. Hey,
He's
but
giving that
what?
pussy
But see, that's what I'm saying. But see, that goes back to my point.
No
It goes
way.
back to
There's
my
no
point.
way that they're not.
But see, it goes back to my point though. In the woman's prison, it was a conjugal visit. If that woman, if that transgender man goes to prison
Yeah.
and does not want to have sex with said
Yeah.
person who has sex with her or him,
Yeah.
got to get it right.
Yeah. Get it right. Get it right.
It wants
Because we're in trouble
rape.
already. So get it right.
That's what I'm saying. That's rape if that happens in prison. It has to be consented upon.
Yeah.
They consented in the other prison, obviously.
Well, I don't think that was even an issue.
What you don't think? What was the issue?
I don't think it was the rape thing. It wasn't.
No, I'm saying it was consent. I'm just saying.
Ice is like this. Cut it. Cut it. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying consent.
Huh?
I'm just saying consent.
Consent? No, listen.
We're here now. We're here now.
Yeah. Yeah. They giving
You
that
brought
pussy
this up.
They giving it pussy up, man. That's all I can say, man. Like, I mean, look. Again, me personally, I told you it should be like, you know, if you're gonna put, you know, transgender, right? Again, I have no problem with transgender people, but if you're gonna put if they're gonna feel like they're a man, right? You have to put them where the rest of them feel like a man.
If they're
That
gonna
makes sense.
Participate in man activities.
But I mean, because if not, what's gonna happen is you're most likely it's gonna be where the because it might go the other way. What if the transgender man right goes to a woman prison and they rape them? Because that can happen.
Yo, this is a bit confusing now. See,
I'm
this is
just
why.
saying.
Ah, man, look.
That's why Ice walked off. See? Yeah, see? Like, see? That's why he walked off. See?
I mean,
Because we did.
This week in
He did warn.
transgenders.
You know the sad
like,
part about it is he warned us. He said, "Hey, you might not want to go down there."
He did. He did.
You know what? We depending on what we're talking about. So,
Man, look.
but anyway, look. If you have comments, questions, if you feel like
All hate mail.
all hate mail, just
Send to him.
right there. Yeah, Black Ice. No. That's what happens when you walk the fuck off. See? Surprise, nigga. We're gonna just set you up. What's his IG? No. if y'all got comments or if y'all don't like what we said, or if you do like what we saying, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, put the comments down below.
This has been truly unscripted.
It's been unscripted.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
right.
fucking like it.
Yo.
The real thing about it is that if you have, where we are at in society is a shame that we as just cisgendered men can't have an opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like because even though everybody can't hear you, but what I do agree with you, it's sad that we as men and women, we can't have an adult conversation without someone being offended by it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
even if there's laughter going
on.
I
feel like this, right? Is in regardless of whatever you say, it's gonna be somebody. If I have an opinion about something, there's somebody out there that's gonna say they don't like it. But that the object is the fact that I listened to you. And I gave you your right to speak, so you should give me my right to speak. Depending on if it's belligerent and stuff like that. To me, I'm a person that fight fire with fire. Like, you want to come at me, I'll come back at you. I get two shits about it. But that's just me and how I think.
Man, I mean, I ultimately agree with that. What?
No, I was saying I couldn't hear myself.
Oh, okay, no.
It's
I mean,
scripted, man. I can't hear myself.
I mean, I ultimately agree with that. I mean, you should be able to.
Ice is back.
He's back.
So
no, you should be able to have civil dialogue.
That's
what I'm saying.
Like,
and I mean, that's really part of why I like doing this.
Yeah.
Is because we have free dialogue. It's a place where we can come and just we sit here, smoke, we have conversation, we talk like we would.
And we have no problem with someone deciding they want to come on and have a different point of view.
Yeah, as long as you're down to burn one, it's all good.
Or tolerate it.
Or tolerate
it.
You know who I would like to see interview?
Who?
I would like to see an interview with some people that transitioned from gay.
What do you mean? Came back?
Where's that voice at?
Well, when they went back to their team?
Right. Because
my
little brother.
My
little brother was gay. You know what I'm saying? But he was transitioning from gay.
Right?
I'm bullshitting.
What do you mean? I'm confused.
Nigga, that's what he told.
So wait a minute, he was gay and then he He
was gay for years.
And
he
then
was gay for years. Like my brother, 6'2", blue black, vitiligo, with the remember Tekken, the dreads.
Yeah.
And he was transitioning from gay. One of the last conversations we had, me and my cousin was at the crib, and he came over, and he was like, yeah, because I'm about to have his baby. I want to have a baby. I'm saying I'm going to get a Puerto Rican girl pregnant.
He had all mapped out, huh?
We from the Badlands. Badlands.
Puerto Rican, pinnacle of bad shit.
And he said, yeah. He said, yeah, because one of these bitches got to get this nut, right? I said, bro, you do realize that what you just said was real gay, right? Men don't talk like that. Like, straight men don't talk like, yeah, this bitch got to get this nut. But then he said, yeah, a lot of niggas, he said, a lot of niggas I know is upset with me because I'm restructuring my affections.
Wow. Restructuring your affections.
I'm not making this shit up. I'm bullshit. You can't make this shit up. It's my little brother.
I'm
restructuring my affections.
So
now my thing is that what it brought to my mind was you know what you don't hear about? You don't hear. And there's got to be a tribe of these motherfuckers out there.
Remember
that went in and was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Remember the boy? Remember
decide that that's not your thing.
Remember the boy who was the gay boy? Well, he was gay at the time and shit. Who was like when they was raping him. They raping everybody outside. Hide your women, hide your kids. You don't remember that boy?
Oh yeah.
The one who went viral.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Where was this boy?
This was this is 10 years ago. The boy 20 years ago, damn near. Hide your wife, some dude was run up in crib raping people and they kind of found him. It's like they caught him and they had this dude on video and interviewed him for the news. And he's like a gay dude at the time. He's like, hide your wife, hide your kids, and he went viral and shit. But then he eventually was like, nah, I don't want to be gay no more and shit. I want to be straight. And now he's on a path where he's like, yo, I'm getting with chicks and stuff like that. It's another boy that went viral too, a gay boy, light skinned boy.
What I'm saying
on
is
the same
like,
time.
Delivered.
Huh?
I'm delivered.
I'm delivered, boy.
We don't never hear those voices. You know what I'm saying? What about those voices?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Do they get a voice? I just want to take it away from this subject. Can we just go back to basketball?
Can we talk about basketball? We want to talk about some fun
White
shit.
girl gluing her fucking hair to the,
Hey,
to the
man.
basketball. This just seems real dangerous.
Oh, listen.
Hey,
dangerous territory.
if you think that's dangerous, you see my YouTube feed. My YouTube feed is great.
The Illuminati. We don't want the Illuminati
Hey,
coming
should we,
at us.
hey,
There's
question
a lot
before.
of sacrificial shit happening right now.
Yo, question. Should we do like this week in YouTube? Can I do one?
You could do one. Montez is this week in YouTube.
I don't know what I should talk about though.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, cause I watch a bunch of crazy shit.
You do, man.
I mean, it's not crazy and shit, but I don't enjoy TV like y'all enjoy TV.
I do.
Like y'all watch, y'all just
Tell
have a
'em I
conversation
rise.
about power and
Yup.
every.
I don't watch Power.
I've watched one
Nah, I ain't
episode.
gonna front.
I've
Listen,
actually
listen,
the only
that's my-
episode I've
that's
ever
my-
watched the
that's-
Power. I was sitting with P Funk. That's the only episode.
Listen, I'm not gonna front. I watched Power. I'm caught up. Like I ain't gonna front. And it's trash. It is all. Raising Kanan wasn't bad.
Raising Kanan wasn't bad.
Wasn't
I did
bad.
watch Raising Kanan.
Now, only reason why, because maybe it was the nostalgia because I lived through that era. But even though it's a fake character, that's what maybe I don't mind because the motherfucker's fake. But yeah, I'm a TV boy. Yeah, but Power, I'm sorry.
I'm not. My attention span. I have that adult ADD shit where I just can't sit and watch shit for 2 hours or binge watch. I did that early on. I can't do it anymore. So now I take my shit in
Quick
15.
Quick
minute-
story
yeah,
about
back, back.
iRise. Quick story about iRise, right? So iRise,
We got an iRise story
we got
this
it
week.
because iRise is in the building. Y'all don't see her, but she just popped in.
Shout out.
Look, everybody, if you don't know iRise, then you don't know nobody.
Then you don't know iRise.
Yeah, you don't
Right.
know. Yeah. So anyway, right? So iRise turned me on to because I wasn't a TV binge boy either until again iRise years ago. She fucked her hands up, probably beating some niggas up or some bitches. I don't know. It's just
She about that life.
she about that life. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's a whole other episode. But anyway, so. She turned me on to all my little that's why I started binge watching. That was when the old school Ray Donovan, fucking Shameless. You're even all the way to the end. And I told her when Shameless came back on, I was mad. I was like, yo, Shameless is some bullshit, man. And I ain't seen. I think what was that maybe 5-6 years later after that? Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's my iRise story. Yeah. I got other stories, but that ain't incriminator, that other shit.
And we don't do
Yeah,
that.
so we don't do that on Unscripted.
We've already done enough.
Yeah, right. So are we done? What you got?
Well, no, I was going.
Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna say this might be a rabbit hole and shit. You know what I mean, to go down.
Well, we
it's
got
not
our
that
guest
bad.
back, so
No, it's not. It's
good.
not even that bad. It's really it's actually about language and shit. Because I was watching a Joe Rogan clip.
Stay watching Joe Rogan.
I like Joe. He had some really interesting conversations. But he's talking about language and the use of the R word. And when I looked at the clip, I was like, the R word? What's the
R word?
What's the R word? You know what the R word is?
No, I don't.
You ready for it? Retarded.
Oh yeah, you can't say that.
We can't say retarded?
You can't say retarded.
No, definitely not.
For real?
No, it was a couple years now.
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. That's not.
Yeah, you
At all?
Nope.
Nah.
Not even a
So
little
all
bit.
this time I've been
Nah,
calling
such a-
motherfuckers retarded. I've been out of pocket.
Such a,
I'm trying to tell you. It's not. It's not.
we come up in a different era, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was one thing. You know what I'm saying?
soft,
now it's like a spectrum. You know what I'm saying? You got it. It's no longer. That was we was a little bit. We were a little bit behind back then.
We were dinosaurs and cavemen,
Right, you know what I'm
and
saying? Because that was
and then
definitely what is he? He's retarded.
we were, yeah.
Like I remember meeting him like a little brother that nigga
the
mom
little nigga.
said,
The little nigga was retarded, man.
No,
I just said that.
Fucking midget.
can't say midget.
Like, you can't say say that either.
Hold on, wait.
And I'm not even. I love midgets. I'm like fascinated by it. Like how they get all that weight.
You can't.
Listen.
No, first of all, why are they built like that? Yo, I want to ask them questions.
Yo,
I
can I
just
give you
want
the
to
word
ask
that I'm
them questions.
fascinated by? Can I give you the word I was fascinated by as a kid, and today I know it's going. Oh, the comments are going to go crazy with this one. You ready for this one? Bull dagger.
Oh shit.
Bull dagger.
Again, here we are.
Like I was like that one.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm with you. We can both walk off on this one, man, because I don't know.
like bull for some reason. I've
these
never
headphones
called
off.
someone a bull dagger. I've never done that.
Yo, make sure y'all
Listen,
subscribe to
I've never done that.
UnScriptedRx.
But that one right there.
I'm out
yo.
of here, man. I gotta go, man.
The opinions,
I gotta
and reflections
go,
of Montez does not necessarily reflect the opinions of myself, Lamar,
How did we get back
Black Ice
here?
Manson.
No,
Man,
But
dog,
these words, yo.
No, not that word. No more of those.
That, oh, y'all got.
midget.
Yeah, back to midget.
Midget is like I just feel like midget was
But
such a
I'm just-
small person doesn't seem to like
I'm just saying how words get
call them what it is like
get
midget
phased
older than
out.
midget.
He's about to go back to it. Ice, he about to go back to it. Ice, you see, you keep
Man.
trying to drive left, right? He keep grabbing the wheel to go right.
No, we gotta
I'm
go
trying to
this
tell you,
way.
sis.
And in other news,
Yeah,
But no,
sis.
but the whole point of the conversation was just about words
But, yeah,
and
I'm
how
just saying,
how we're creating new words and we're phasing out other words basically.
Upgrade.
well, I'm
Upgraded.
Is it an upgrade? Because I don't want
talking
to.
about. Well, I mean,
Are we
phasing words.
upgrading our language? Is that what this is? Are we upgrading?
I'm saying
more
certain
so?
things are just unique. It was just hood shit, right? Nicknames. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
like, nigga, you got your nickname, a nickname because you was named after something that you was. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Right,
yeah.
right. So if motherfucker had a motherfucker sleep oscillate 9. You know what I'm saying, nigga?
Sleepy,
You know, every
Mac.
neighborhood, yo, you seen Sean? What's Sean, nigga? Dead Eye Sean.
Everybody had a dead eye
Dead Eye
short.
Sean.
Yeah.
Everybody got a white boy, somebody, and whatever with a white boy. Yo, you see white nigga, you see name Sean, white boy Sean, white boy Kev, Freck, you seen Freck, freckle face Eddie, you know, nigga with the short arm. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you see Moog,
Nigga with the
you know what I'm
short
saying?
arm.
or
Nigga
Wing,
with the
nigga, you
short
seen
arm.
Wing, you know that
Wing.
You know,
Wing? Yeah, Wing.
You know that one nigga
with the little thing.
Yeah, I'm
Little
done.
ring,
I'm
little
done,
joint,
man.
Wing.
with the joint.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
I know
I'm
what you're
done.
talking about.
Or
Little baby
or you had
arm
the, or
joint.
you had the, like the other little girl that had the little short arm too.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell
And
y'all
then
something funny.
So we can't even call like
Yeah, I'm gonna
Can't
tell y'all
call her
something
Wing
funny,
no
right?
more.
The first time I met,
like
both-
like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
no, listen. First time I met,
We going to
we going in.
we going to hell for this episode, yo.
This one gonna take us right in.
We're
After I
going
tell
right
this one,
there.
right? So,
Hey,
I never forget first time I was on the road, right? Just years ago. I was on the road. I'm in Memphis, and I got the chance to meet 3-6 Mafia, right?
Right.
So I get in there. So I get into the studio, and it's the bull with the short arm.
bull right
So so I didn't know. I thought it was always broken the videos because I always, back then you just see. So when the bull came out, right? I swear to God, and if I meet him, it's no offense, bro. Like we bump into each other. But the nigga had the little short arm, and I just couldn't stop staring. Right? So I was like, I was just amazed with the little fucking arm. Like,
he's even amazed at the
I
little
didn't-
arm.
No, because I didn't know if it worked or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But it worked. It's like, it did.
This is all like it's fucked up. It's fucked up. We all.
I mean, it's be the shit people
It's
fucking
been real.
think
It's been
about.
good.
Man. Yeah, so-
It's been great. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I had fun. I had fun with my art.
No,
And
it's just, it was just something about you,
I had fun with my art. It was
fucking
great.
amazing.
It was a great
We
experience.
talking about short arms, man.
And we should be free. And we should be free to discuss these things
Without no blowback.
without feeling like
So, yeah.
some organization is going to in them email, you know, damn, I didn't even know it was a short arm organization.
We in trouble.
Save our wings.
Yo, that's it. Convention. I had to put a stop to this. Keys, we got to put a stop to this. It's over.
Convention full of them motherfuckers down the convention center just
With a bunch of short arms, little arm niggas.
Fuck that nigga P-Funk.
fucking little sticks.
That nigga P-Funk can't be talking about my wig.
Wiping shit on his car.
Doo-doo on his car. Doo-doo on his car.
Oh my God.
All right.
Yo, on that note, we're pretty much out of here.
We're done.
We're pretty much done.
We are done.
We appreciate Black Ice for stopping by. I don't know if he's going to stop by no more. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to be like, yo, y'all niggas is tripping.
Y'all the craziest.
But yo, man,
It's been real.
appreciate
It's
you.
been real and free.
We had
man.
fun.
Yeah, man. Listen,
Nah, man, that's what we just
the
had.
thing is, life should be unscripted, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And this definitely was. And yeah, you know, I was really hoping to get to the Illuminati this year.
I don't think we need to do that anymore. I don't think we need to go there nowhere. We went so many other places.
Well, I mean,
No, this fucked it up for me. You know what I'm saying? Because
You might
I
have-
spoke against y'all, just fucked me up.
you might have-
They were considering me.
you
know
might
what
have to
I'm
kill a
saying?
kid.
Yeah, I already had somebody on the list that I was gonna get rid of.
But
No.
So again,
Oh gosh.
we appreciate you coming through, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. UnscriptedRx.com.
Did you ever see one throw a punch though?
Oh no, that's it. I'm not gonna lie. I had. I believe it that. I was in the studio. And I seen that joint.
You know the ones with the strong ones.
Oh my God. That's another story. That's another story.
I've seen niggas get into a fight though.
That's another
You know
story.
what I'm saying? Listen, you know, it's that transference, that strength transference thing that happened. Because the joint was really for balance. You know what I'm saying? It became just keep his balance.
No.
That right though?
No.
That right was
big.
one hitter quitter. You know what I'm saying? The wing was just.
Yeah, but this is
Yo,
strong.
oh my
arm.
God.
That arm gotta be strong.
Oh my God.
I've seen some.
Yo,
Yo,
please.
I got a headache.
oh man, gosh.
Can we get this
Stop
show
the
over
bat.
with?
Stop the bat.
Yo,
Let's
so,
stop.
look, we're done. It's unscripted. P-Funk, Nard,
Black Ice.
Spore, Black Ice, Keys. Yo, we're done.
Larry.
I'm Laquarius Musburger.
I rise.
Feeling
I rise.
early.
This is in here.
Yes.
I feel like.